last race before the FIA sanctioned summer holiday, and it is time for the Hungarian Grand Prix. We're just off the heels of a disappointing race for Ferrari and Charles Leclerc. But what does the Hungarian Grand Prix have in store for us this year? Let's get on into the race preview. So first things first, as we do with every race preview, we're going to take a look at the track layout of the Hungaroring. And the Hungaroring is known as Monaco without the barriers, and I can exactly see this. You only have three really high-speed straightaways. You have one, the start-finish straight obviously is one of them. Just after turn 3, you get a really good one heading down into turn 4. It's a really good high-speed corner there at turn 4, which will then lead you into the most technical part of the track. It's turns 5, 6, 7, which 6 and 7 is a nice little chicane that they have there with huge curves. You can't take much of these curves. I haven't heard whether or not they've maybe shaved these curves down a little bit, but especially now with the new floor effects on all the new 2022 cars, you definitely can't take the curb like you used to. Then obviously, again, more technical sections here within turn 8, turn 9, a little bit of a high-speed turn in turn 10, and then you'll get to the final straightaway, down turn 11, after turn 11. You've only got 2 DRS zones, obviously the start-finish straightaway, and then there right after turn 1 going into turn 2, that's your second DRS zone. Now, as every race weekend, we got to talk about the weather, and it's coming back for us, guys. So Friday, it's actually going to be just as hot as it was in France this past weekend. Temperatures reaching about 32 degrees Celsius, which is up in the 90s, near 100. So it's going to be a very hot Friday for practice, but Saturday for qualifying is when we get the rain to come in. There's about an 80% chance of rain on Saturday, so we can see a very jumbled up grid going into Sunday's race. So I'm so excited for Saturday and the potential to see rain going into qualifying. Then Sunday, the rain kind of disappears. There's about a 15% chance, but there's always a chance that forecast may change. But with the jumbled up grid that we may get from Saturday, that could leave us with a lot of excitement going into Sunday's race. And now my favorite part of this video is talking about teams bringing upgrades. And not a whole lot in the way of upgrades coming in this weekend except for one team. One team, and I think a lot of us who are fans of this team are excited. But Haas is finally bringing their first major update to Hungary for this Grand Prix. Now, news has come out today. They talked to Gunther Steiner a little bit. The team did their weekly race preview interview with Gunther Steiner. And he has said that there have been some setbacks with the building of these new upgrades. So only one car is going to be getting these new upgrades, and that's obviously going to be Kevin Magnussen, since he's a little bit higher up in the standings. They're going to give him first shot at the upgrades. It sucks that Mick's not going to get that upgrade, but I think, if anything, this is going to be a really good test to see if these new upgrades are going to bring a lot more performance, or if, you know, maybe they went the wrong way and the way the original car was set up was really the way to go. So I think we're going to see, you know, especially through the first couple practices, we're going to really get to tell whether or not this new Haas upgrade is really going to, you know, catapult them into, you know, best of the rest, or, you know, maybe even fighting, you know, for fighting with Mercedes, or, you know, maybe even fighting for a podium. Maybe, can I pray? Now, obviously, it's race prediction time, and unfortunately, Ferrari did not fire Mattia Binotto going into this week, so we've got more potential bad strategy calls from Ferrari coming our way. But Red Bull has shown that they're kind of reigning supreme on the real high-speed tracks. Like we saw in France, that, you know, their straight line speed was really, you know, the key. You know, was able to start chasing Leclerc down before he, you know, made that huge mistake. Carlos Sainz, we've seen some really good promise from. He made a really good run from last second to last on the grid, was able to finish 5th in this race. But I'm interested to see, is Mercedes going to be the same team that they've been the last few weeks? We got a 2-3 from them in France. Are these upgrades? Is this team really for real? I know everybody's like, okay, they're back. Like they finished 2 and 3, and we have to kind of hold it there. I mean, Mercedes, the power unit itself, obviously is a little bit slower than Red Bull and Ferraris together. It's just a little bit slower than both of those. They're not going to be challenging for a win here in Hungary. Again, it's still going to be a Red Bull Ferrari war in Hungary. As much as I would like to say that like the Ferrari strategy is going to be, it's going to be screwed up like always, as Mattia Binotto has, shown us time and time again. I just don't see it happening again this week. I truly think that, they learned a little bit from, their time in France. I just really feel like that Charles Leclerc is going... I think we're going to get a Ferrari 1-2. I think Charles Leclerc is going to win the race. I think Carlos Sainz is going to finish second. Red Bull has had reliability issues. Now, they've seemed to have fixed the problems. I just feel like in Formula One, we always get that one race that's just like reliability driven. Like we just see all these cars, drop out of the race because of reliability, and we haven't really gotten that this season. I have a feeling that Hungary may be that race for reliability issues galore throughout the field. And I think we may see some teams up in the top 10 that, typically we don't see there. I think we could see, maybe a Haas 4 or 5, or, maybe see them get up there really high up into the points. But again, I just think Ferrari's going to come up with a solution this week to fix the issues that they had last week with their strategy calls, and I don't think it's going to rear its ugly head like it did last week in France. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think is going to happen this week at the Hungaroring in Hungary for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Guys, slap a like on this video for more daily and weekly Formula One content. I've got another reaction video coming for you guys later this week, so guys, pay attention for that as well. But you have to subscribe to this channel so that you guys get the notifications of when I post new videos all the time. You gotta hit that notification bell as well and make sure that it's set to all so that you guys get notified every time a new video gets posted to my channel. But guys, thank you so much for watching and subscribing to my channel. And guys, for the American F1 fan, I'm Eric Ringel, signing off.